Okay, so let's have a look at more complicated example for regular expressions. As you can see, we are already in Visual Studio Code. We have a script which is even shorter than the previous one. We have first line of code imports the regular expressions package. And then we have a simple string, which is a part of some quote. A sailor went to sea. And first, let's do something pretty easy, but actually it's a thing which you know from your everyday behavior. So basically, we want to find a specific word in a string. So you can imagine that it's not a string like this, but it's a string which is much longer, like a website, and you want to search through the entire text of the article you are reading for something, for example, or something like this, and you want to find all of the instances of a word. And you can do the same thing in Python. It would be weird if you couldn't, if Python was less sophisticated than a web browser or Microsoft Word. So the method for this is find all. So basically, find all creates a list of all instances it finds in a string. So let's open Python in inline mode. Let's create a string which will contain, for instance, word repeated 3 times, word, but between we will have apple, banana, apple again, and word. Okay, so if I import the regular expressions package now, and if I use the method find all, providing first what word I am looking for. So let's say I'm looking for apple inside my string, which is stored in my variable x. Then what happens is that Python returns to me a list with all of the instances of this word it has found. So one thing we can add here, I can actually input this result into the len function, and then I will just get the number, how many times this word has been present in my string. We can see how many times the word is present, and we will see that it's present 3 times, and so on and so on. So this is what we do here. This is what we do here with the word sea. So I can close the inline mode now and just run this example, and we will see that the output is 3. So we simply print this number here. C is present 3 times. If I add one more C, then we will see that it's present 4 times. The reason why we are discussing this is the following. We can expand this tool set even more using patterns, using special characters which recognize some patterns. For instance, imagine that I change this example into something like this. A sailor went to C1, then he went to C2, and then he went to C3. If I have an example like this, then, okay, if I search for C, then I will get again the same result, because Python finds all of the instances of C and just finds it there. If I use specific number, then I will get the instances of this specific C. But imagine that I want to find all of the instances of C with numbers between 2 and 3. Then I either have to do it for each C separately, and then add these things up? Well, if I just want to find, for instance, for C2 and 3, then that's cool. But imagine I have like many more, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Even already just 6 C's like this is a lot of repetitive work, boring work. That's why in Python we have some special characters which can define that we are looking for not a specific string, but a pattern, a string which matches a specific pattern. And we have described many of these special characters on the course website. You can check them out. We will use one of them as an example. So the example we actually want to get. So for instance, imagine that we want to check how many C's there are which have number 2 or 3 here. So I can use square brackets, and in the square brackets I can in various ways tell Python which characters are okay for my pattern. So here I told Python characters which are okay are characters between 2 and 3. So if I run this example right now, you will see that my answer is 2 because I have one C with 2 here and one C with 3 at the end here. If I, for instance, add some other C's here, so for instance, let's again add C3, but now let's add C4. Now let's skip some numbers and let's say C6. Okay, so now if I want to check how many C's I have, for instance, which have a number from 2 to 7, I can also do this. I can do it like this. I can run this example and I can see that I have 5 C's like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I don't, for some reason, don't want to include 2, I can start from number 3, and now I will have only 4 examples like this. And again, like with what I said with ASCII codes, you don't have to try to remember all of these special characters here. Almost always in your life, except maybe for the cases where your work, your everyday job depends on regular expressions, almost everyone just checks what special character stands for what. Nobody remembers that. You have many resources where you can check that, and you use them. Make sure to check them out, to check all of the possible special characters and things you can accomplish with special characters and the regular expressions in Python, just to have a quick overview. But as I said, do not try to memorize them all. It's like unnecessary effort. There's no need for you to remember that. Almost every time you will be programming something, you will be connected to the internet. You can check it, you can search some resources for that, and just use them. So make sure to check this out. We have also provided a list of other regular expression methods which you can use. We have also described in some more detail some of the things which might happen when you are using these methods. For instance, some of these methods might be greedy, some of them might not. So you will find an explanation what does it mean in the text. Really, the most important thing for you right now is to try these things out, try them for yourself, either in inline mode or write some scripts, get an understanding of how this works, and then that's enough. if for some reason you will need this in future, you will just check this out, try this out, and learn and find the pattern, the method, or the function you need. So yeah, that's all. That summarizes regular expressions, our topic about regular expressions. We are actually finished with our chapter about strings. You have some exercises provided for you. I'm sure you will do very well with them. If you have any problems with the exercises or with the topics covered, remember, you can always reach out. You can either write comments or try to reach us through some other channels. You can even try to find us in person on Lazarski University. Work hard, try to solve these exercises, and we will see each other in the next chapter, where we will discuss lists, dictionaries, and tuples in much more detail than you have done so far. Okay, so thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed strings. I know there was a lot of information here. I know it might have been tiresome at some point, but we are through that now, and we have new topics ahead. So enjoy your exercises, and see you in the next videos.